For this week's book Babble, I'm going to be talking about why Lord of the Flies by William Golding is definitely ranked on a literary scale. And I believe that Lord of the Flies has definitely so many elements to the story that it has to be considered for literary rank. In the book, the boys are miraculously stranded on an island with seemingly no way of out of the island or help from anyone. People don't know they're there. So it's definitely, the tension is very, very high, where the boys are getting to know one another, and then tension is being created with boys, whether it's food, and how there may possibly be something else on the island, which is what I'm thinking right now. It is so interesting because of the fact that William Golding takes a story that is completely, it's not necessarily overdone, but in some respects there is so many tales of survival that it's like, oh, maybe this is just another one of those books. But then at the same time, it's not at all, because William Golding takes this like plot and really twists it into something that you know is going to be over the top and be so subtle but good at the same time, because of the fact that it's an everyday story, but he really doesn't go along the direction that you think that he would, because you think the story would be about how the boys are running out of food and how they're all this kind of stuff and how all the stuff is happening with one of the boys, or whatever, with the main character and such as. But on the same token, there's a lot more that's going on, because there's tension with the boys, because one of the boys thinks some of the other boys did something and they believe that they didn't, and it's just like there's just a lot of pointing fingers, and the boys are there's almost like lines being divided between what is right and wrong. And William Golding does a really good job of setting up the story, and the fact that it's so different from every other. He takes a story that is the same as every other story, but he makes it something completely different that is enjoyable for readers. And the fact that the writing is just so good really makes the book to be considered for literary standards. And that is why I believe Lord of the Flies by William Golding is definitely considered on a literary scale.